What is up, 1320 fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Shadyside Dragway in North Carolina. We are here for King of the South race. It's $50,000 to the winner. So big money. There's a lot of fast cars on the property. Everything from Ryan Mitchell, who is a genius when it comes to no prep and street racing, to straight up radial cars that are out here for this. The track has gotten a little bit of rain over the past couple days, so the surface isn't real great. There's a lot of glue on the track, but that's making it greasy instead of sticky. So we'll see what happens. We're going to go around, talk to a few drivers for our first round, and take you guys to the racing action here in a little bit.
Watch out.
You said you're David?
David Brinkman.
All right, David. We talked to a couple people. We weren't here yesterday. We talked to a couple people about who was looking good yesterday making test hits. Your name came up.
Okay, we did
so,
okay.
Give me a rundown. What are we looking at real quick? First of all, what year Camaro?
It's a 68 Camaro.
68, and what's the setup on it?
959 Musi with a Mark Mickey transmission.
Back up. You said 959.
959.
That's a big boy.
Yep.
What? 3, 4, 5 kits? What do we got?
It's got 4 kits on it. We probably won't be running all those this weekend. But,
right. What's the engine make, like 1800 NA?
Yeah,
somewhere in that region?
It threw the drive shaft out at 3,000.
Oh shit! Okay, that's with nitrous?
That's with the 2 systems on it.
Gotcha. Okay. How was your test it yesterday?
We made the first one was kind of sketchy and I quit. The second one made it to the finish line, but it was still shimmying and shaking, and we're gonna fine tune it and pick at it. And
gotcha.
Today's conditions are gonna be different than yesterday. So
right. There's no telling when you guys. Did you even know when you guys were going to go up there?
They said 5:30, but none of our cars have moved yet. So
gotcha.
And it's about as hot as you can get.
Are you guys still doing 2 test hits
just
today?
One, and then it'll be first round.
Just one, then in the first round.
That's what I've heard. Yes.
Make any changes from yesterday to the car? Try to see if it'll do something a little better.
Turn it down just a little bit in those spots, and it's going to do the best we can.
Gotcha. Well, I love the car. I love the livery on it, by the way. I love the wrap you have on it. And is the exhaust pretty eventful at night with nitrous? Are you throwing 8 flames out the thing?
They're actually in the timing order, but once you get it wound up, you can't. It's just all of them are on at one time.
That's awesome.
And I doubt if we'll get it here with the small tune-up we have in it, but right. On radial stuff, yes, we.
Gotcha.
We were at a duck race a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it was pretty extreme.
Awesome. Well, I love the car again. Good luck first round. We'll see you up there.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks for what you do.
All right, Todd.
Put the GoPros on.
What are we doing this weekend? We saw you. Hang on. We preface this. We saw you 2 weeks ago in Kentucky at the Butt Naked deal.
Yep.
And you had 7 or 8 hits on the car then. Remind us the setup on the Mustang. What are we looking at?
It's a MMR billet Coyote.
Okay.
It's a 351 cubic inches, and it's got a 2-speed M&M transmission in it, 400.
So it's just a billet Coyote with some twins on it, right?
That's it. Stock heads.
Is it really?
Yeah, stock GT350 heads.
Okay.
Yeah, those things are really good. They got a thick deck on them, and so they hold a lot of boost. But,
so you did pretty well. You got to the semifinals at the Butt Naked deal.
Yep.
This is a kind of more prep deal here. What have you done in the past 2 weeks to get the car ready for this?
Well, we changed the torque converter for one. We tried to speed it up a little bit because we got to go a lot faster out here. This track's gonna be a little tricky because it's gonna be a little greasy during the day, and then I think it's gonna get better when the sun goes down.
Gotcha.
So we got to go fast, and that's what we've been concentrating on. We've been trying to make the converter change, make the suspension change to work on something like this. You know,
right.
There's a lot of people that's been struggling with it, which is tricky. It is, man. It's really tricky.
Is the track too tight for some of these guys out here?
It's not too tight. It's like if you walk out on it, it's real sticky. Your feet will stick to it. But if you turn your foot, it's like smears. It's real greasy from the heat. So, and I think that was intentional. I think that's what they meant to do.
Just to make it trickier for first round?
Trickier and make it a little more forgiving for some people and a little harder for others. But just like anything else, you got to adapt.
Right.
You know, so we got the next gen precision turbos on here. They make a lot of daggum power, but they're small enough to come on quick. Like for the Butt Naked race, you know, we're able to turn it down. Plus, we're able to get a lot of boost if we need it. So, and we're calling on it right now.
Right.
We made a couple test hits yesterday, And I mean, I'm smiling. We're doing good.
So I heard Todd was making some good hits last night.
Yeah, so he's making some solid hits, and the car's responding to what I'm doing to it now. And man, we're just looking forward to getting in there and trying to get it done.
All right. Well, I think we're about 3 hours behind right now as far as the water goes on the track and everything.
Yeah.
But hopefully we get first round going here in the next couple hours. We'll see you up there.
Hi, buddy.
Good luck to you, Todd.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I believe they're only getting one round of tested, then straight elimination. So we're just up here kind of watching it, seeing who's fast, who's not. Apparently this guy's really fast. We got Todd Spears up for his first test hit of the day. Todd is fast. He's fast at no prep. He's fast at prep stuff. He's fast all the time. Let's see what he can do. He can do S550. Oh, we got Frankenstein in the left lane. This test hit coming up is Ryan Mitchell versus Frankenstein Corvette. These are two impressive cars. So again, this is a test hit. This doesn't count, but these are two pretty competitive guys. And they're fast. Let's see what happens. Like if this pairing was the final, I would be okay with that. But this is just testing. I'm really excited to get the watch. Frankenstein took that. All right, this is the second of two tests that they get. The time got out of hand. It is almost 10 o'clock, and we haven't even started first round yet. But we are going to start first round. We're getting first round done tonight, and then finishing up the rest tomorrow. Last I heard, there was 50 cars in the class, so 25-ish pairings for first round, and then we should be good to go. Get some sleep and come back tomorrow. So that's the game plan right now. We should be getting going actually racing here first round in about an hour or so. All right, with that being said, let's go racing. All right, first car, we got this first gen Camaro. He's gonna make a buy run pass, and everything after that, we should have like 23 pairs for first round.
Hey, you know what would be a good time for, Fred, while we're in this downtime? A merch plug. How about you go to 1320video.com? We got hats, they got other hats, they got shirts and other shirts. They also got hoodies and stickers and all sorts of accessories. Check them out at 1320.com. Get whatever the fuck you want.
That was a good
That was a, I can't even do a merch plug that good.
There you go.
I'm out of a job.
If that ends up in there, I'm gonna have that so pulled out of that video so quick.
we need a merch plug.
I needed to film one anyway. Appreciate you.
9 to 16. So that's
Okay, so that's not great. We just did a burnout, and they're pushing it back. I'm not sure what the situation is. I don't know if that means he gets to move on or not, but
Waji.
Yeah.
Out of Canada, Shelby Lynn.
On to the next pair.
Josh Creasy.
Happy, what just happened?
He's got to buy.
Right.
He had a chip draw buy because it was an odd amount of cars.
So he moves on no matter what?
He moves on no matter what. He cannot lose.
Okay.
Now, a competition buy, they have to break the beams under power. But a chip draw buy, you can't lose.
Okay.
No chance he can lose.
All right, explain. Thank you, Happy.
Very well.
Moving on. All right, first pair hit the water box. First hit water. First pair was left lane by 3 cars.
We're here, Mike Gunter in the right-hand side.
I don't know either of these cars, but I know one of them made a pretty good victory. Well, he had the candles lit. I think he lost a little traction, shook the tire. Left lane moves on. Next pair, we got our boy Charlie Brown in the right lane, going up against Frankenstein in the left lane. Frankenstein's fast, like fast. Charlie Brown is a 750 cubic inch nitrous fed monster. Sprayed about 1,000 on top, so it makes about 2,400 horsepower. Well, that thing is fucking cool. So let's see what he's got. He's gonna bring all of it because he's gonna need all of it. Frankenstein is a fast ass car. I was rooting for him. I really was. I wanted to see it. He had the candles lit. That was a damn good race. That was everything he had. Charlie Brown looked good, but Frankenstein moving on the second round. Red BTR Mustang is freaking on one. That was a good freaking pass right there. Moving on to the next round. Patriot had some issues there, half track just kind of shut off. So, right lane moving on the next round. Good for them. Hell yeah. That looked like it was dog tracking a little bit.
Yeah, there's
the car.
Yeah, he was like, yeah. My car was definitely doing some weird stuff suspension-wise down track. He had a buy run though, so he moves on anyway.
Got Lyle Barnett in the Axeman in the left lane. That's one to look for. He was doing wheelies in testing.
Exactly what happened on the right lane there. He's having some trouble, but Lyle did a power wheel about mid-track. That thing is freaking on one. He's not gonna be able to do that every round, but he did win that one. So he goes on to the next one. We'll see him again tomorrow. Next Motorsports race cars. They built some amazing stuff over there, and that's one of them. Another car that they built is Frankenstein. He's already moving on to the next round. Loud-ass Challenger in the left lane. That's Shelby Lynn. That thing is the loudest car on the property, more than likely, and it's fast as fun. Let's see if she's got first round.
That car does not sound okay. What the?
This thing sounds terrible, but he's lining it up. I am highly surprised that it did not blow up halfway down the track. He lost as well, so yeah. He's not broke. All right, we got some Fox Body on Fox Body crime for our next pairing.
Got our boy Charles in the right lane. He's racing Ryan Mitchell in the left lane. This is a good matchup.
All right, what do you got? You got Charles or you got Ryan?
Charles is actually really fucking fast, but Ryan's this riot.
Tree said that Charles red lid, but I didn't see him move.
Fully staged and then got out of the stage beam.
We're all kind of
He rocked out of the
confused.
beam. He wasn't locked in, so.
He red lit, so I don't know what
How does that?
I don't know.
Rock the band.
He might have rocked it. He was rocking the beams and timed out. Damn, that sucks. All right, Ryan moves on to the next round. That car might be the loudest car on the property. All right, up next we got, I think that's bank robber in the left lane, and I'm not sure right lane, but both box bodies. Might
Axeman in the left lane with the Chevy 2.
That was disrespectful. Holy shit. That 72's fast.
All right, Pro Charge in the right lane, Turbo in the left lane.
Well, he definitely had the candles lit, lost some traction, some sparks came up. I don't know if you heard it, but that was a pretty dramatic pass. All right, guys, we have this last pair for the first round, and then we have a bye run after that. This is the last pair going down for the first round. All right, guys, that is going to do it for first round of King of the South. We will be back tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon for the second round and then all of the rounds after that. So a lot of fast guys got through it. There was only a couple upsets, but pretty good racing overall. Excited to get back here for round 2 tomorrow. See you guys then. All right, guys, welcome back. It is the next day. It's just after 12. We're about to get going racing here. I'm going to talk to Lyle and maybe a couple other guys, and we'll take you to second round here in a little bit.
How's it going, Lyle?
Brother. What are you doing?
How you doing, buddy? All right, I have to come talk to you about this hot rod that you're wheeling this weekend.
Yeah.
In your test hit and then in the first round, Pat, you did like a power wheelie mid-track.
Yeah, not ideal. Great for selling T-shirts.
Dude, it looked good on video, I'll tell you that for free.
Not optimal for wind lights, even though we turned it on last night.
Okay, what are we working with this weekend?
So, I'll give you a little backstory real quick. Like, this is not what I was supposed to drive this week. Obviously, Beer Money is my tried and true. That thing's had the same 8.8 rear end in it since the day we built it. And last Thursday, or a couple Thursdays ago, we were testing to go fast because, you know, this is a pretty quick field.
Yeah.
Shelled the rear end in it, and I said, I'm done with the 8.8s. Didn't quite have all the 9-inch stuff together, so I just started looking for rides. Larry, Axeman Roach from Street Outlaws, called me and ordered a set of wheels at MacFab earlier this week, and I was kind of explaining to him my situation. He said, well, I'm bringing both cars, just drive the Barracuda. And I was like, don't tempt me with a good time,
That was a tough sell for you, right?
So last night, that was not planned. It stumbled a little bit off the button. We're not real sure why, but we think we've got that fixed, and going to try to go out there and see if we can take care of business today.
Yeah, okay. This thing, give me a rundown on the setup real quick.
So it's a Brad Anderson Hemi. This is actually a water jacketed engine that Larry was planning on possibly running drag with one day. But no water in it here, obviously. So, you know, a 520 some inch Brad Hemi, F4X 140-1 blower, fuel tech, obviously methanol. You know, this typically this combination in Pro Boost trim, NHRA trim makes north of 3,000. Obviously on a 28-inch tire and a very hot and sketchy surface, we're probably using 2/3 of that.
Yep.
But I mean, this thing capable on a big tire of running well into the 3-second range. You obviously won't see that today.
Right.
But like last night, I'm sure there were several in the bottom fours. You know, 430 somewhere in there. I would assume is the ticket. But today it's going to be a tuner's race, and you're going to have to climb up on the steering wheel a little bit today. You know, that track's is going away by the minute with the sun beating on it, and that's no disrespect to the track crew. They gave us the surface, and we got to figure out how to get down it, which is what's cool about racing on the slicks.
We're happy to see you, Lyle. Good
Thanks,
luck
dude.
first round or second round, buddy.
Yes, sir.
It's you?
Yeah, somehow, brother.
Somehow?
Yeah.
Well, this thing was on one last night. I remember when you left, I was like, that other guy didn't have a fucking chance.
Dang.
What are we looking at with the Chevy 2 here?
All right, so everything I got is usually a one-off deal. I like being different. So this it's a 4.600 Noonan small block.
Okay.
And I don't know, I just love this little engine, man. It's only 484 cubic inches. It's rowdy.
Does it rev out? Well, what do you love about
it? We shifted really high. Like, it's just different. And like I say, I like trying to whoop up on bigger motors.
Okay,
Even though it's a Hemi, but so it looks similar to that one, but like I say, when you pull the oil pan, the crankshaft's a lot smaller. You can physically sell it, but it just impresses me how much power it has. And so this is my. You know, everybody up there for the golf course.
I think he just found an issue.
Then I call on Monday. My tube's cracked. I may have to come back to this interview.
Yeah, no, that's fine, man. That's fine.
Who was a welder, though? What's that? Who was a welder? Dang. Does he have a welder? I don't know. That's fine. Damn.
Hey, that was good eye to see in the middle of a freaking interview, man. We'll see you up there second round. We'll see you in the stage lanes.
The charge pipe crack?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy. Got a welder?
Nope.
Somebody does.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna come back a little later. So Lyle's driving Axeman's old car, and Axeman is driving his new car, which he just found a crack, and literally a crack in it. He blew the weld on his intake.
Yeah. I just noticed it.
Yeah, and he said he doesn't have a welder, so he's gonna get that off, probably go try to find somebody to weld it up. They're supposed to start racing like now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we see them up in the lanes for second round. That's dramatic. Literally in the middle of the interview, he's like, "Uh-oh, we're gonna go maybe talk to another racer real quick, and then we'll take you to the lanes here for second round in just a second."
How's it going, fellas? This thing was looking pretty good last night.
It was mediocre, man.
Mediocre?
Man, we didn't realize we had
damaged converter, so we swapped converters last night after that passed. And
oh, you guys had to work on this thing last night?
Yeah, we got in bed about 4.
Gotcha.
So now we got a real bear. So
who you got this round?
Lyle Barnett in that Axeman car.
Okay.
I think the gangster, yeah, man.
A little bit, yeah.
And we're new to slicks too, so we're just learning along the way. So,
what's the quick setup on the car?
It's a billet LT, built by Brian Tooley Racing. Force induction 98mm, Fuel Tech, fuel injector clinic.
Okay.
And Marty Maryland 9-inch rear end torque boxes and stuff. So still stock suspension.
Did you walk the track yet today?
Nah, I didn't, because I put some traction control in it and made some aggressive changes, and it's either going to work or it's not. So just kind of have to I know I got to swing. So
well, yeah, that's true.
But,
well, good luck.
Thank you,
this thing was looking fast during testing, and first round I liked it. So
I wish the most disappointing thing in my life, I think, is getting time slips when I'm slick tire racing, because I feel fast. I get the slip, I'm like, what is that? So maybe I'll get one that satisfies me here.
There you go.
Next run.
Good luck, man.
Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys, this is the first pair of the second round of King of the South. This is for $50,000. Somebody's going home with 50 racks at the end of the day. And I think we got about 24 cars left. So let's take you to round 2 right now.
This got to be your Sunday best right here.
This is. This is. When we're racing for this kind of money, you got to bring out your best dress.
There you go, button downs. I like it. I like it.
Ask if this needs church clothes today.
taking it, but it looked like a good race. Up next we got Lyle Barnett and the red VTR box body. Well, it looks like Lyle Boy's got the wheelie situation figured out. Lyle moving on to the third round. Up next, we got Blue Fox Body coming against the SN95. Not I know the Fox Body's nitrous, and the SN95 is twin turbo. silver car in the right lane. We can call it Silver Bullet.
Second chance to win. Second chance to win.
Fastest 275 radial car.
There we go.
It's not on a radial today, but that's just its pedigree. It's a pretty fucking fast race car. Let's see what he's got in the second round. Swirly at the end. I don't think he hit the wall. He might have tapped it, but he's moving on. That car was moving. God damn. All right, little fox body on fox body crying. Pedal it a little bit, good or white, get it put together, he will lose. Silver car going on in the next round. Looks like a chrome silver on.
There is one thing more than Ryan Mitchell likes.
We'll see what he's got second round here. Obviously, he made it to the first round, so we'll see what he's got. That was a solid race, but it looks like Mr. Mitchell will be moving on to the third round. Oh, Axeman got his intake fix, it looks like. That's great. All right, Axeman is up here with his Chevy too. I didn't get the full rundown on it because he found a weld that was broken on his intake. Pretty sure they got that fixed. He's going up against the AK-47 box body. Well, they definitely fixed the broken weld on the intake, and he made an A to B pass, and it was fast. Moving on third round.
All right, we got the Frankenstein C5. This car is freaking fast. This thing moves out. Next Motorsports race cars built some amazing cars. This is one of them right here. And then we got the white Malibu in the left lane.
Frankenstein was just on one. Yeah, A to B pass right down Main Street. The track might be greasy, but he's not showing it. Moving on a third round for him.
All right. That's looking positive.
Yeah. It wasn't as fast as last night. I think we're getting a bad plug every now and then out of the box of plugs. But for the heat of the day, I'm pretty happy with that pass. It was very solid. Zero wheel slip. It handled like a champ.
You spray that?
I did spray that one too.
Okay.
So we sprayed it and hit the lockup. We haven't done either on the 136. So that was our first on that. And I mean, you can feel everything coming in. So that was cool. So I just got the log pulled. We're gonna see what it says, see what we can do to speed up some more. So, but for the heat of the day, I mean, I feel like we're only 2/10 off of the fastest car that was running last night.
Right.
In the heat of the day. So I don't know what they ran today, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, hopefully you get not a heavy hitter next round. You can get a couple more passes in it. It looked good that. It looked good that pass.
Yeah, I felt it should have been. It should have looked really good for the heat.
Okay.
So I feel like we should be pretty good.
Well, pull your logs, make your adjustments. We'll see you around 3, buddy.
See ya.
All right, so you got your intake welded up, I take it. You pulled up, and I was like, well, we're going to see. And that, dude, this thing is freaking moving.
Man,
it's moving.
I don't know. I think it's just the racer in me. It's never fast enough, man. I want to change 100 things on the car, see if I can go fast.
Okay, well, if you see a couple of the other racers go, like, they were quick, but little squiggles on the back end or something.
Yeah.
Dude, you were just A to B, just...
It was in the heat. We were just trying to make a good, clean, solid hit and in the heat, because we really hadn't made many in the heat. But I just got lucky, man. Luck was that you came over.
Yeah, you go to lean against your intake. You're like, oh, can we do this later? Okay.
Yeah, I would have never seen that.
Now what is the so it's a small, it's a 400 and some odd cubic inch?
484 cubic inch small block Hemi.
Okay.
It's Noonan powered. It's just an incredible fun car, man. It's
is that an F?
And I grew up racing small tires, so like I'm at home here.
Gotcha. Is that an F4?
F4. So basically, I just left the car like it was sitting on big tires, and I said I would put a 121 on it like my Barracuda has, but I didn't have time. I just threw the tires on it, set the 4-link, rolled up, and Nick Bruder threw a tune-up in it. The first pass, I went like 330 to the 330, in which we knew it was going to be a dud, but honestly, I didn't even think it would go that fast. And so I let off at 330, I come back, next hit, went 304 to 330, next hit 297 to 330. I was like, we got a hot rod here.
Dude, this thing's I'm telling you, I watched every pass out there. You were up
finally,
there.
I made a full pull, my first full pull, and I was very impressed. So it's just lazy at the 60. I think I can pick up 5 to 6 numbers at the 60, but I don't want to change anything right now doing elimination.
It's working so well.
If I can test and get 5 to 6 numbers, it's going to run what I want it to run.
Gotcha. Well, see who you pull for next round and see if you need to turn it up a little bit or not.
Yeah. But the man, like Patrick Miller, I give it to him, he saved the day. I walked out there, he was working on their car. I took my tube out, I said, man, I need someone to weld this aluminum tube. He stopped everything he was doing. They were calling him to the lanes. He stopped everything. Oh, no problem. Walked up, welded the tube, come back out the trailer, handed me the tube. Man, it's not what you know, it's who you know, man.
That's good people right there.
Yeah.
Well, dude, the car was on one. We'll see you next round, buddy. All right, Lyle. Well, that looked pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie to you.
So that's...
no wheelie issues on that one. You just went straight A to B.
And that was the same run. The quickest the car has been with me driving it, at least on 28s, which we did Friday night. It duplicated it right there in the heat. So that's very promising.
Hell yeah.
You know, and we weren't trying to go that fast. It just, everything lined up. The car, it still moved around a little bit, and I may have clipped it just a touch earlier. I was getting over there near the center line, but it literally ran identical to what it did Friday night. So we're pretty happy with that. And in the heat, I feel like that's, I don't know what Larry ran. It looked a little better than mine.
Larry was A to B as well. Both you guys over here with the axe out.
As long as we can stay away from each other until the final,
There
I'm
you
good
go.
with it. And then we can decide the rest of it there. But both cars running really well, man. I'm happy with it. It's awesome.
We'll see you next round, buddy.
Do it in the heat.
All right, we're down here at the Next Motorsports race car pits with the C5 and the first gen, the Silver Bullet car. Both cars making incredible passes. The silver car got kind of squirrely at the big end. We're checking with him.
I gotta come talk to you. How close did you get to the wall?
Close enough, too close.
Buddy, you went like this, like no, and then you just kind of pulled out of it, and you didn't put a single scratch or anything on the car.
No, I really don't know what happened. I think the track's just real greasy out there, and then we started rolling a little bit of power in it, and it knocked them off. And the traction control, I guess, couldn't catch it. This big old motor just couldn't catch it, and luckily I had the chutes out quick enough, but I didn't do no driving. It was the man upstairs who kept me safe on that one.
Hell yeah.
I just knew I was wrecked, honestly. But it's got a 564 Proline Hemi and an MH6 Hemi. Got an RPM transmission, 2-speed 400. Hammer concept rear end, M&M converter. Got Holley on it and stuff. mean, it's been running really good. I mean, yesterday I went 197 mile an hour here.
Yeah, it's been looking, that pass right there, other than a little squiggle at the end, it was on.
Yeah, it was on a good rip. I really don't know what happened, honestly, down there. You know, it just something we just look at. Isaac's in there looking at the data right now to figure out what. I just think it's just that big old motor. We ain't got a handle on it. Right. It just makes so much power. You know.
How much power does it make on kill? Now you're probably not going to be able to use all that.
No, but like on radials and stuff, and which I run it with bigger turbos and stuff. It's got like twin 110s on. It's got 98s on right now. I'm gonna say it makes a little over 5,000 right now, but close to 6,000 when I run 275.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Glad to see the car's okay.
Yep, me too.
Not a scratch or anything on it. We'll see in the late for the third round.
All right, thank you.
All right, we got Lyle Barnett in the Axeman's old car against the Axeman in his new car.
That's not how you want to race in the third round, is against your team owner plus the other car on your team. That sucks, but one of the cars is going to move on, and they're both crazy fast, so one of them should have a good shot after this round. All right, guys, we got the first pair of third round coming up for King of the South. $50,000 on the line. Lyle Barnett in the old Axeman car versus Axeman in his new car. You don't really want to race your teammate in the third round, but if one of them moves on, guaranteed. So, right side, I guess. What do you guys got? Lyle had some issues, he got out of it, turned the car off. Axeman moves
We got Frankenstein in the right lane against his box dog. That had to have been a damn close race. I had no idea who had that till the light came on. All right, here we go. Ryan Mitchell in the right lane. We got the chrome silver Fox line in the left. Both crazy fast cars.
I mean, usually if you get over 2 or 3 to... So Ryan Mitchell with the baby blower, 121 millimeter, it's still a pretty big blower.
takes home the win. I didn't see that coming, to be quite honest with you. He didn't sound that confident before the pass. It looked like he squeaked that one out pretty good. At least a couple cars, I think. So go check it with a few races. We'll take you guys to the 4th round. We're down to 6 cars. 6 cars total.
All right, that pass looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was better, but it still knocked the tire off at the right at a little bit before the strike.
Gotcha.
The track's just so tricky right now. It's so hot. It's breezy. I think it's just going to be a tuner's game or race right now. I mean, it's not going to be a horsepower race. It's going to be whoever can get down the racetrack. Right now, it's so tricky. I'm just thankful to go another round, honestly.
There you go. There you go. Is Corvette doing pretty good too?
Yes, he's back in. He spun that time in the middle. He said he spun around the 330. And it's, you know, it slowed down. You had to pedal it. But we're putting a little bit of weight in it right now. I mean, every pass has been calming them down to try to adjust for the track being so bad. But it's just hard to race in these kind of conditions when it's so hot.
Exactly.
Especially on a slick.
Yep. Definitely gonna be a tuner's game.
Yep.
Do you know who you got next round yet?
I don't know yet.
Well, hopefully you don't draw each other.
That's our goal. We're trying to stay away from each other.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Did you get the 136 on?
136. Spun it harder. Biggest nitrous pill we can fit in it right now.
It's everything.
Everything.
You're going up against the Frankenstein Corvette?
Yeah. Yeah, we made a test pass against him last night with the small blower, and he stretches out pretty hard.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I did. He's got this.
Good luck. I got to get the rundown on this thing. Other than being loud as fuck, what do we work with?
It's just an old 750 mild steel car. Used to bracket race back in the day. It's got a 24-degree 540 big block Chevrolet with F3 130 on it.
Just the F3 130, no big.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's just it's an old bracket car. I mean, really, it ain't nothing special. It's got Holly on it.
Well, I like it, man.
Got a lot of smart dudes in my corner for sure. Make me look good. Well, my luck might run out here, but I don't know. We're gonna try my best, right?
Good luck to you, man.
Thanks, man.
I love the car.
Nice talking.
Thanks for
Thank you
bringing it
very
out.
much.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we're down to the final 6 cars in this King of the South $50,000 race. First matchup, pretty good.
Ryan Mitchell on Frankenstein Corvette. And we got the Silver Bullet. We got the White Nova back there. And we got the Bumblebee car. I think Lutz is driving that one back there against the Axeman in the left lane.
So those are your 3 matchups for the quarterfinals. What are your guys' guesses? Who you got? We got Ryan Mitchell. He's king of the streets, no prep. He does well pretty much everywhere against the Frankenstein Corvette, which is fast every time I've seen it. They had a test hit 2 days ago. Did not go so well for Ryan, but it could not have been all of it. We got the 136 plus a bunch of nitrous on top. Let's see. That was all of it. He knew he needed all of it. That was all of it right there. He took out the Frankenstein Corvette. That's impressive. Frankenstein Corvette's freaking fast. Damn, good for Ryan.
All right, we got the Nova in the water box right now. He's racing the Silver Bullet back here. And he was having trouble getting it started. Yeah, it's starting and then it dies. It starts and then it dies. He's on the 2-minute clock. He's got 2 minutes to figure his out.
sure exactly what's happening, but what it looks like is the shifter cannot get the car into drive, basically. He can't get it here. Oh, here he comes! Couldn't get it into gear. Something was happening with the linkage, I think. All the other guy had to do was take the beams and leave. That's exactly what he did. He didn't even do a burnout. He just went up there and took it while he had a chance. All right, so Frankenstein and Silver Bullet are both out, both from the same camp as well. Those guys are crazy fast. I did not see either of those guys losing, much less both of them. Then the last pair in the quarterfinals right now
is we got Lutz in the Bumblebee car over here, and then we got Axeman in his new Chevy 2 right here.
Anytime one of those blower cars goes through with a burnout, there's like a dozen hats that fly off. It's awesome. Be 100% honest with you guys, I didn't think any of those races were going the way they did. That is wild. All right, the 3 cars we have left for King of the South for $50,000. We have Ryan Mitchell, we've got that Bumblebee car with Lutz driving, and we've got that white Nova. I'll be quite honest with you guys, 100%. I thought each one of those guys were gonna lose, but this is racing and that shit happens. So those are the last 3 we got. One of them's gonna get a lucky dog and go to the finals for free. He's gonna pull the bye, and the other 2 gotta race for it. So we're gonna check in with those guys, see how excited they are to make it to the final 3. Legit, $50,000 is going to one of those 3 guys in a couple hours. So we're gonna check in with them and head back to the racing action, the quarterfinals or semifinals a little bit. I don't see oil.
Yeah. You can see where it's messy down there. Diver's got most of it. Yep. And the sad part is that, like, I just watching Bill and Axeman race and be like, dang, we have Bill covered too. I told him, I was tell him, it's like, oh, it wasn't a rod. I was like, we just lost an oil line. I was like, and then just negotiate the split. But like, yeah, it's just like third, it's like $5 grand, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
All right, what I'm pretty sure just happened was he got back to his pit spot, realized that he had broke the motor, and he went up to chip draw immediately to see who got the bye. He got a bye into the final. It doesn't matter if his car doesn't run or not. He got a bye into the final. So he's in the finals. Don't know if the car is going to make it, but he's in the finals. And I'm not sure if that's going to help him with negotiations as far as splitting the money. The other two racers do not know the condition of his car. I'm not going to tell them the condition of his car. That's kind of to do, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to go talk to the racers and see what they plan on doing, because they still have to race in the final. So we'll see.
I told you, anything can happen at any race at any given time.
It does. I hate to take it like that, but there's a lot
I think they were having trouble with it. Watch it.
Yeah, I hate
I think they were in trouble with the transmission or something like that, and they couldn't get in to get whatever it was. You went up to the line, you took the light. You're moving on to now. You're racing. Are you racing? You get the bye, or are you racing?
So Casey said he broke. I think he dropped rods out of it. So he's still in the chip draw though. So they're putting his name in the bucket. So
they just did chip draw. He got the bye.
He got the bye. So I got to run the beat right now.
Okay.
And that's. We're at two different ball games.
Right, but you see what just happened before?
Oh, absolutely.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, so just my luck should have ran out a couple rounds ago, in my opinion. But we're just chipping away at it. And see what we drop. Just racing.
Oh yeah. We'll see you in the final, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, apparently the other racers do know. At least he knew that Ryan was broke, but if you're still in, you're still in. And he did draw the buy into the final, so that's fair and square right there. Now we're going to check in with Lutz with the Bumblebee. I've yet to talk to them about this car. It's probably one of the loudest cars on the property, and it's got a pretty cool setup. Mr. Lutz?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about this thing you're driving this weekend?
Huh?
You want to tell me about this thing you're driving?
Yeah.
What do we got? It's Bumblebee.
Yeah, it's the OG Bumblebee that they ran on Radio vs. World and then Pro 275 that they have pretty much retired into the corner of a garage. Kitty and I had the idea that we get with the Millers and throw this together for this race. We didn't want to take our car apart, being that it was running so well now on a radial. So we threw this together. We got down there Wednesday. It had no struts, no rear end, no motor transmission, nothing.
This literally threw it together for the weekend.
Literally threw it together for the weekend. They put the chassis where they thought they wanted it. We've never touched it since, just shock adjustments. And here we are at 3 cars.
Yeah.
It's just a testament to all these guys' work ethics and their knowledge. And, you know, and I'd never even sat in the car till we got here. I mean, I had no idea how it fit in it because Jeff's smaller than I am.
Right.
But I feel very comfortable in the car, as you can tell.
Yeah, obviously.
I drive it like it's my own.
Hell yeah.
So,
like you got the Nova and the
we have the white Nova. KC has a buy, but they tell me he's got connecting rods that he left out on the track.
Yep,
so,
yep.
It really comes down to I and the white Nova on who wins this deal. You know, so the best car will win it. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just blown away that we, you know, we came here with a car that we had no clue what it would do on a 28. It's never been on a 28 in its life.
Really?
Nah, never. And end up with 3 cars. I mean, it just blows me away. But
not bad.
It's not bad at all. I mean, like I said,
and it's not just like a small one. It's $50,000.
Oh yeah, no, it's a biggie.
It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one for sure. You know, it's definitely one. If you were ever dreaming about winning a race, you'd have to say this would be it right here. If we were fortunate enough to win this round and go to the finals, we got a very, very special final round tribute.
Yeah.
That will probably it'll probably catch a couple people off guard, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be awesome if we win this round and we go to the finals, because kind of a tribute to Ronnie.
Gotcha. Well, good luck to you in the semifinal. Hopefully we see you again. I get to talk to you in the final, buddy.
Yep, let's get it.
See you, Mr. Lutz.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, semifinal. Bumblebee, white Nova. Which one we got? This one's loud. It's really fast. This one's made a couple rounds that he probably shouldn't have, so he's got luck on his side. Bumblebee takes home the win and moves on to the final against Ryan Mitchell, but Ryan Mitchell is broke, so I'm not really sure how this is going to go down. All right, so what happens now?
I get runner-up money.
You get runner-up money? All
I
right.
understand.
Well,
30-20, 30-70 split.
That's not bad.
That's not.
That's not
$2,000.
Bad. 3 grand?
2 grand.
2 grand. That'll get you home. There you go.
Get me home.
How many rods did you send through the block?
I think 1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
But that was all of it? That was literally KC max performance out of that car? That's the most you could have got?
Yeah, I think we fractured a piston. We had a valve train bolt come loose a few weeks ago, and it went through and tipped the bottom of the pistons. We couldn't get pistons in time, so we deburred it, but I'm wondering if it caused a stress crack this weekend, and then we pulled the rod out of it. So it's probably pretty bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Congrats, boys.
Hell yeah. We're throwing fuel in it. We're going to the starting line.
And what are you doing now?
I'm going to back down that fucking racetrack just like Ronnie Bluff would have did. He was known for backing down the track at like 60, 70 mile an hour. And we're going to run the actual final, because it's only myself, and we're going to run that in reverse in honor of Ronnie.
What the fuck?
That's awesome.
Damn
okay.
Straight.
That's a good
Hell
one.
yeah, we're sticking around for that. Hell yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
How fast will this thing go in reverse? Have you tried it yet?
I usually back up about 65 to 70s.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool.
We'll be up there, man. Congrats.
Thank you, man. Hey, this is one hell of a... Tell you what, Kenny, John, Patrick, Miller, telling you, man, this thing was a bucket of fucking bolts Wednesday. I mean, it was nothing. It was a bare chassis. And we rolled out Thursday night, got here, no passes, and here we are winning this thing, man. I mean, it's unbelievable to do this with a car that, you know, that we had no passes on. I mean, you just don't do that, you know?
That's awesome.
But it's a testament to their kind of work ethic and their knowledge of cars and setting them up. They set the chassis up. We've never touched the chassis. All we did was just a little shock adjustment here and there. Added 2 wickers to it. Now it looks like a Daytona car or a Talladega car. But the right lane was a little more challenging than the left, so we needed the downforce in the right for sure. But you know, I tell you, man, to go through the guys that we went through to get here, I mean, it literally means everything. I mean, you know, these are what you dream about.
Hell yeah.
And I won a lot of big shit, man. I mean, I mean, we've won some. I mean, I've got Wallies, I've got IHRA Ironmans, all in Pro Mod and stuff, and just, you know, and I mean, this ranks right up there with any of them.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll see you at the starting line.
Hey, awesome guys.
Buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. That one's for Ronnie.
There you go. That's fine.
He loved going down the track backwards. It was one of his signature deals. It's just, it felt right to do that for him.
All right, guys, that is going to go do us for us here at Shady Side Dragway for the $50,000 King of the South race. There was a lot of badass cars on the property, a lot of races that I did not think were going to go a certain way, win a certain way. So, like, the last 3 cars, did not call those cars being the last 3, but that's racing. So this is a good race. We're going to be in Indiana next week for War in the Woods, so hope to see some of you guys there, and hopefully you guys like this race. This is our first time to Shady Side. We had a pretty good time. I'm sure we'll be back, and hopefully we see you guys in the next video.